Have you ever felt like you're two different people at once? One moment, you're full of light, optimism, and energy, ready to take on the world. The next, a shadow falls, and you find yourself wrestling with doubt, fear, and a sense of weariness that feels bone deep. This isn't just a mood swing, it's the fundamental duality that lives within each of us. We all have a light soul and a dark soul, two halves of a whole, constantly in dialogue. Imagine them for a moment. The light soul is the part of you that laughs freely, loves openly, and sees the best in others. It's your inner child, full of wonder and trust. It's the voice that says, "You can do this. It's worth a try. Everything will be okay." This is the part of you that springs out of bed on a sunny morning, excited for the day. It's your creativity, your hope, your compassion. It's the strength you find to be kind even when you're tired, the resilience that helps you bounce back from disappointment. It's the part of you that believes in happy endings and the goodness of the human spirit. Then, there's the other one, the dark soul. Now let's be clear. Dark doesn't mean evil. It's not a villain to be vanquished. It's your shadow self. It's born from your experiences, your hurts, your fears. It's the cautious voice that whispers, "What if you fail? Are you sure you can trust them? Remember what happened last time?" This soul is your protector in its own way. It holds your past traumas, your insecurities, and your anxieties. It's the part of you that craves solitude after a long day, that feels the sting of criticism deeply, that sometimes believes you're not good enough. It's the heavy blanket of melancholy that can settle over you for no apparent reason. For a long time, many of us live our lives at war with ourselves. We try to suppress the dark soul. We tell it to be quiet, to go away. We chase after the light, believing that happiness is a state of perpetual brightness, a world without shadows. We see our anxiety, our sadness, our anger as enemies to be defeated. We feel ashamed of these parts of ourselves, hiding them from the world and even from ourselves. We think that to be a good or successful person, we must banish all negativity. But what happens when you try to run from your own shadow? It just keeps following you. The more you ignore your dark soul, the louder it becomes. It might manifest as sudden outbursts of anger, persistent anxiety, or a general feeling of being disconnected and unfulfilled. By trying to be only light, we become fragmented, incomplete. We deny a huge, essential part of who we are. This internal battle is exhausting, and it's a war you can never truly win, because you're fighting yourself. So, what's the alternative? The true path to inner peace and wholeness isn't about the light defeating the dark. It's about integration. It's about turning around, looking your shadow self in the eye, and extending a hand. It's about creating a space where both your light soul and your dark soul can coexist, where they can finally shake hands. Picture this scene. Your bright, optimistic self, radiant and warm, stands face to face with your shadowed self, which is perhaps weary, cautious, and cloaked in past pains. For the longest time, they've stood on opposite sides of a battlefield. But now the light soul doesn't try to banish the dark one. Instead, it looks at it with understanding. It acknowledges its pain, its fear. It says, "I see you. I hear you. I know you're just trying to protect me." And the dark soul, which has been screaming to be heard for so long, finally begins to quiet down. It sees that it's not being rejected. It's being accepted. And in that moment of acceptance, a truce is called. The light soul extends its hand, not in surrender, but in partnership. The dark soul, hesitant at first, reaches out and takes it. This handshake is one of the most powerful moments of your inner life. It's the moment you stop fighting yourself and start working with yourself. This handshake represents radical self-acceptance. It's the understanding that your strength and your vulnerability are two sides of the same coin. Your capacity for great joy is intertwined with your capacity for deep sorrow. Your dark soul gives you depth, empathy, and wisdom. Your past wounds, held by this soul, can become your greatest sources of compassion for others. Your anxieties can become a superpower, making you more prepared, more thoughtful, more attuned to risks. Your caution can temper the reckless optimism of the light soul, leading to wiser decisions. Likewise, your light soul brings hope to the darkness. It reminds the shadow self that the sun will rise again, that new beginnings are possible, that love and connection are real. It provides the energy and motivation to take the wise, cautious plans of the dark soul and put them into action. The light brings the spark, the dark provides the anchor. One without the other is imbalanced. Light alone can be naive and reckless. Dark alone can lead to paralysis and despair. Together they create a balanced, resilient, and complete human being. So how do we facilitate this handshake in our daily lives? It starts with mindfulness. It starts by paying attention to which soul is speaking. When you feel a surge of anxiety, instead of pushing it away, pause. Say internally, "Ah, my protector is here. What is it worried about? Thank you for trying to keep me safe." Acknowledge the feeling without judgment. By doing this, you're not feeding the anxiety. You're validating the part of you that feels it, which often calms it down. When you're feeling joyful and optimistic, savor it. But also, listen for the quiet whisper of your dark soul. Maybe it's reminding you to save some of that energy, to stay grounded. Listen to that wisdom. It's not trying to ruin your good mood. It's trying to help you sustain it. It's the difference between a fire that burns brightly but quickly flames out, and a fire that burns steadily for a long, long time. Journaling can be a powerful tool for this. You can literally write dialogues between your two souls. Give your dark soul a voice. Ask it what it needs, what it fears. Then let your light soul respond with compassion and reassurance. You might be amazed at the wisdom that emerges when you give both parts of you a seat at the table. This journey of integration isn't a one-time event. It's a continuous practice. Some days, the handshake will feel firm and steady. Other days, one soul might try to pull away. That's okay. The goal isn't perfection, it's a compassionate commitment to wholeness. It's about choosing, again and again, to embrace every part of yourself. When you accept both your light and your darkness, you become truly authentic. You no longer have to wear a mask of constant positivity. You can be honest about your struggles, which makes you more relatable, more human. And in doing so, you give others permission to do the same. Your wholeness becomes a beacon, showing others that they too can stop fighting themselves and find peace in their own beautiful, complex duality. You become a testament to the fact that true strength isn't the absence of shadow, but the courage to dance with it. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration today. If this message resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content on finding balance and wholeness. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Take care and be kind to all parts of yourself.